Hello.
Hello.
We are Jack.
And Joel.
And we are here to talk to you. Well, firstly, there's some noise going on next door. So every time it happens, for some reason, Joel is going to do that.
And Jack. This is a thing we both do.
Perhaps. There's a lot of noise going on next door. So we're just going to have to put up with it because we've got all the setup and we've got nice clothes on today, and we just thought, I'm not having to do this all over again.
Exactly.
So
we made an effort for you. There are lights and everything.
So what we're doing is explaining to you, chronologically, the X Factor, how it went.
It's a low one. It's a leg shape.
How it went for us, and all the things behind the scenes that maybe you didn't see or know or want to get a little bit more goss out of. So
yeah, right. First round. First round is not the first round audition.
Correct.
I bet most people do know that, but there are producer rounds even before you go and meet the judges. Let's be honest, the judges don't have time for everyone. But we met lots of people at the first round audition, some of which we ended up getting as far as the live shows with. Actually, is that true?
Scarlett was at our first audition.
Scarlett got to sixth chair. We met...
Bow Road were at our first audition.
You also got to sixth
Beverly
chair.
West, who didn't get enough TV time.
I know, you missed a treat with Beverly West.
Queen. I think my biggest thing was the judges are on a platform above you, aren't they, in the room, which people don't realise. So it looks like you're completely on a level playing field, whereas actually you're here and they're up there. So,
yeah, it's like the gates of heaven. You walk in.
Or hell.
I
felt like it was hell.
Heaven in the sense that like you've just got these beaming bright lights at you and you're just like looking up at these judges. So yeah, and you get to the foot of
there's loads of people down the other side as well, which you don't realise.
I didn't look. I couldn't look. I was too scared.
15 plus, like camera people, producer-y types who are all moving and doing stuff at all times.
Yeah.
And the four judges, and then us standing there. My most embarrassing bit is when I'm happy with the whole audition. I love watching it back, and I'm happy when mates are like, oh, you know, whatever. But when Sharon says, oh, well, we're really excited to hear it, and I go, oh, we're really excited to perform for you, Sharon.
Oh, I can't wait to hear you
We can't wait to
sing.
perform for you.
And it's so cringe, and I have so many friends Snapchatting me just being like, oh, I'm so excited to perform for you, Sharon. And I was like, right.
Yeah, but if that's your worst bit, then mine is literally 10
worse.
times worse because like I am nerdy. I am.
Yeah.
Harry Potter did math.
There's no myths there, but I'm not quite that nerdy.
Math.
Oh, you mean not as in the interview, the audition room?
In the VT, so the videotape. The VT is X Factor lingo for the bit that gets played often before you perform.
For videotape.
Yeah, the videotape. So like it's a storyline in some sense. And ours is that, you know, we met at uni, went to Oxford. I'm a nerd. But also, Jack's cool.
Also, the thing is, there's a couple of things that we only ever said once. So like when we said, oh yeah, we met at uni, and they kept being like, what uni? And so when you were in the audition room, you were like, we met at Oxford University. But that's because before that they'd said, which university was it that you met at? Rather than just being like, where did you go? Because it just sounded like you were just such a knob being like, I want to get out.
So in that bit, Sharon goes, so you said that we met at university, and Sharon obviously goes, which university? Because, you know, they don't have a script at all, but they will have bullet points of, you know, things about the characters that are in...
I don't think maybe the judges actually know. I think they'll just be like, maybe a producer will have said, oh, ask about where they met, because obviously the producers knew because we'd spoken to them. So then the judges would go, oh, okay, maybe it must be interesting where they met.
Well, yeah, exactly. So Jack answers that he went to university with me, which obviously wasn't the juicy bit of gossip they wanted. So Sharon then asks, which university did you go to? And in real life, there was a nice little pause before I say we went to Oxford University, but they edited it, so it was just like, which university did you go to? Oxford! You went to Oxford!
Sharon, I went to Oxford!
Us.
You met at university.
Yeah.
What university were you at?
Oxford University.
So we looked like the most tragic people ever.
You did.
Well, I did.
I was fine.
I was like the
Although I was
villain.
so shiny. Which I probably am now because I haven't got my matte powder on, but... I cannot believe how much like a ham I looked. It was unbelievable watching that back. And then all of the auditions, and then finally, obviously, when we got to lives, you've got makeup artists being there like, here's some powder, dry yourself out a bit. But it was, not dreamy.
I was just thinking of other like moments in the VT as well, which are a little bit dodgy. So one of them is, there's a moment where you're spraying perfume on me.
Oh, aftershave.
And, you know, down to our very, very excellent acting, that was actually about the 6th or 7th time we've done it, and Jack was already getting really wound up that it was really expensive perfume that he was
Which it was. It was Creed, which cost a fortune.
Oh wait,
Well, thank you.
It's all right. It's expensive.
Oh, that smells
yeah,
lovely.
It's nice. It's expensive. It's expensive.
So, thank you for that expense. It got us to live shows.
It was
though.
about at least a tenner's worth, so you can get me that for Christmas. So then, after first audition, which was great. Oh, actually, a little juicy bit, which I thought was really cute. So they get you to kind of vlog the whole day and say who's where, but sometimes it has to be out of sync of like when you've done stuff in the day. So basically, we'd already met Dermot, but on the thing we had to be like, oh, and Dermot's there behind us, like through this glass wall. And Dermot, obviously, I don't think knew that we were filming for the show. He just thought that we were
just having
just
fun
like
with
taking
him.
a selfie.
Yeah.
With like, oh my god, Dermot's in the background. So we were like this, oh, Dermot's over there, and Dermot turned around and went, yay! So at that moment, I knew we were just like, oh my god, Dermot's our favourite person in the world.
He is an absolute legend.
He is the best.
Like, such a nice guy,
And has so
genuine
much
as
time for
well.
everyone.
Yeah, he really does. He just wants to chat to everyone, be friendly, and he's so good at his job. I don't think people quite understand the extent to how difficult his job is on the live shows particularly.
Mm-hmm.
He has people talking in his ear.
Like
all
at least
the
two
time.
people in each,
Yeah.
and the teleprompter, and people next to him, like feeding him stuff, and
Yeah.
then things going wrong, and it's
Whilst he's trying to, not only present the TV show, but look reasonable, be funny and spontaneous, and just like make it all work.
he's so clever.
I know, he is an intelligent man.
Yeah, we love Derms.
We do.
So after that is Bootcamp. So we weren't there for the first day of Bootcamp. We'd been told to keep a certain number of dates free. And then suddenly they said, oh, actually, we need you a day earlier than we said. Well, we had our first ever headline gig at the Academy in London on the 19th of July, which is now when they needed us. So we were meant to be there for the Wall of Songs, but we didn't actually get to pick the song off the wall. So when we got thrown into it, it was just, oh, there's already a group of 3 acts that have been put together now. You're singing Shut Up and Dance. Basically, shut up and get on with it. And it was horrible. It was lovely, our group, but we just thought...
It was
do you
really
remember how
worrying
scared we were about
because
getting on with everyone?
they were trying to like develop a narrative around it as well. Like, like it is a reality TV show, so everything that you do see, like, it does happen. It's really not scripted. They might try and like develop an environment such that interesting things can happen, but no, they just follow the storylines as they happen. So ours was one that was kind of being developed that we'd come in late, and we were really worried that it was going to look like we didn't
couldn't be
care about
asked,
the competition. Like, we just kind of waltzed in late after everyone had picked their song, and that they could try and like sabotage us. But I think because our line didn't get shown, but everyone in our line did get through, so it was just quite an easygoing, nice one.
There just wasn't much drama. That was the main reason. Like, we all got on really well. We all got through. The song it wasn't a 10 out of 10. It was a bit underwhelming, but it was fine. Like,
so they chucked that in the bin really, which is okay because it was just an average round.
And then after that was the arena audition, which only a tiny bit of ours got shown from that as well, which was the Little Mix,
Medley,
which was our Little Mix medley.
There will be a link in the description.
In the description, yeah. Which we definitely performed better on the video on YouTube than we did live.
Yeah.
I just think it was the first time. So the Wall of Songs, when you perform that, there's nobody in the audience other than the judges and the other contestants. And then obviously for the arena one, it was... So for the arena one, there were 5,000 people in Wembley, which was so many people. I don't know why I'm going like this. So, 5,000 people, Wembley Arena, nerve-wracking, got out there. The judges, you cannot read their emotions whatsoever. They literally...
Yeah, they're completely, like, straight-faced. Like, they're not giving anything away. And it's
even
weird
smiling
because...
sometimes. So you're looking at them wanting something back and they don't give you anything.
Yeah, and all you can look at are the judges because they're the ones that are lit up. There are lights on them because obviously they are lit. They are absolutely lit. And everything else is dark. So at the same time, you've got these, 5,000 people in this arena kind of like chanting, cheering and stuff. But all you can look at are the judges. who are all just completely straight-faced. So you're not getting any feedback. It's really terrifying. And we were nervous enough because, we've been musicians before we did the show. And I feel like in a lot of ways we've conquered...
That's a small one. This is just a subtle
little... We've conquered our nerves with performing, but that was kind of just a different level, and I think we didn't appreciate how nervous we'd actually be on stage.
Martin, it's Linda. Oh, it worked.
It worked.
Cracking. They were lit. We didn't really appreciate how nerve-wracking it would be.
So it was nerve-wracking, and it probably wasn't our best round, so actually we were dreading it being shown. and it didn't in the end, which, you know, it's mixed feelings. We felt that we didn't have that much of a representation from Bootcamp until Judges' Houses, which, you know, maybe it didn't fully work in our favour, but at the end of the day, you guys liked us enough to vote us back as wildcards, so
thank you.
So thank you, and
It's knocking now.
so we had a sick time.
We did,
and
then
I think we're gonna have to make a part 2 of this.
okay.
I think we're going to sign out. A part 2 without these guys to
So what is it? Is 6 chair?
We've got to do 6 chair Judges' Houses
and live show.
Thank you so much for watching. This has been the first part of what will be called
The Jack and Joel Show.
Episode 1. See you next time,
See ya.
kids. Woo!
Okay.
Oh no.